Have you ever felt like a stranger in your own world, as if something inside you knows you're not here just to exist, but fulfill a purpose far greater than yourself? While the world screams for attention and rewards the loudest noise, you hear a different call, a quiet, powerful whisper leading you towards something sacred. If you found yourself here today, know this: it is no coincidence. There are no accidents for the chosen. Something ancient within you is stirring. You are awakening. And today, together, we will uncover the sacred truths, a hidden code that every chosen one must understand to protect their path, their spirit, and their divine mission. This is not a message for everyone. It is a map for the rare few who were born to endure, to illuminate and transform. The first shield, the sacred strength of silence. In a world addicted to noise, silence is an act of rebellion and an act of wisdom. For the chosen, silence is not emptiness. It is protection. It is a womb where truth gestates, growing strong before it is ready to meet the world. Not every revelation you receive is meant to be shared immediately. Some insights are meant to mature in the secret places of your soul. Throughout my own journey, I've learned this the hard way. Early in my awakening, I was eager to share my visions, my insights, my passion with the world. But I discovered that not every ear is prepared to hear truth. Some listen to respond, others to ridicule, and still others to drain the sacred energy from your revelations. Spiritual discernment begins with restraint. If you expose your spiritual treasures to those who cannot honor them, you invite not only misunderstanding, but spiritual backlash. Instead, chosen ones must cultivate the sacred discipline of silence, waiting for divine timing, the right words and the right audience. Remember, your silence is not suppression. It is sacred stewardship. The second shield, guarding your energy like fire in a storm. Your energy as a chosen one is not ordinary. It is luminous, magnetic, and rare. Even if you try to hide it, the world feels it. They are drawn to you, some with open hearts, others with empty hands and thirsty spirits. You must understand, your energy is sacred. It is purposeful. It is not to be given away carelessly. There was a time when I believed it was my duty to be available to everyone, to heal, to help, to offer myself without limits. But each time I gave without discernment, I felt myself shrinking, becoming disconnected from my own center. And so I learned, boundaries are not walls. They are a sacred border protecting the life force needed for your purpose. You are not called to save everyone. You are called to steward your light wisely. Even Christ himself withdrew from the crowds to pray, to recharge, to realign. Solitude is not your weakness. It is your sanctuary. Guard your time, your heart, your spirit. Every space you enter, every person you engage with, leaves an imprint on your soul. And not every imprint is meant to stay. Choose wisely who is allowed access to your sacred energy. For once drained, it is not easily replenished. The third shield, emotional mastery, the chosen one's hidden strength. To walk this path is to feel deeply. You, as a chosen one, are not numb. You're alive to every shift in energy, every ripple of tension, every invisible weight in a room. This sensitivity is both your gift and your burden. Unchecked, it can become your downfall. But when mastered, it becomes your greatest strength. Emotional sovereignty is not the absence of emotion. It is the mastery of emotion. It is the ability to feel anger, grief, sorrow, and even ecstatic joy without letting any one emotion drive your destiny. Personally, I've faced seasons where grief felt unbearable, where anger burned hotter than my wisdom could contain. But I learned to step back, not to suppress, but to observe, to ask, what is this emotion trying to teach me? To listen without losing myself in the storm. Every emotion is a messenger, not a master. You are called to feel fully, but respond wisely. When anger rises, pause. When sorrow grips your heart, seek meaning in the stillness. When joy floods, you let it overflow into acts of kindness and service. In mastering your emotions, you become unshakable. You stand stable in storms, clear in confusion, grounded when the ground itself seems to tremble beneath you. This is not coldness. This is spiritual sovereignty. And it is a vital shield in a world that seeks to pull you off your path at every turn. The fourth shield, the unbreakable connection to the divine. Silence, energy stewardship, emotional mastery, all are important. But without your lifeline to the divine, they are hollow practices. Without connection to source, your wisdom becomes opinion. Your strength becomes fragile performance. Your connection to the divine is not optional. It is your oxygen. Through prayer, through meditation, through stillness, you must nourish the bond that keeps you spiritually alive. Sometimes this connection feels powerful and emotional. Other times, it is a quiet knowing, a peace that defies understanding. But whether loud or silent, it must be constant. I have found that my greatest clarity, my truest strength, came not when I demanded answers, but when I simply showed up, again and again. In doubt, in darkness, in weariness, I stayed connected. And I discovered the divine never stops showing up for you. The light is always there, even when you cannot see it. The way is always made, even when you do not know the path. Stay connected. Stay faithful, not just in moments of triumph, but in the valleys, in the waiting, in the unseen battles. The deeper your connection, the less validation you will seek from the world. The more you surrender, the more power you will embody. You were not chosen for comfort. You were chosen for endurance, illumination, and transformation. And now that you have begun to understand the sacred shields that protect your calling, you are already becoming the warrior of light you were destined to be. The fifth shield, the power of discernment. As you walk deeper into your purpose, you must develop an acute spiritual discernment, the ability to see beyond appearances and feel the unseen truth beneath words, actions, and opportunities. Discernment is not about judgment. It is about wisdom. It is the art of recognizing when an open door is a divine invitation or a disguised trap. It is sensing when a smiling face hides an envious heart, or when a seeming failure is actually a divine redirection. In my personal journey, some of my greatest breakthroughs were hidden behind closed doors and painful detours. At first, I felt rejected. Later, I realized every no was protecting a higher yes I could not yet see. Discernment teaches you that not everything that glitters is gold, and not every battle is yours to fight. You learn to move, not by fear or ambition, but by alignment. When you are discerning, you'll often choose a quieter path to one less praised but more pure. And though the world may not understand your choices, your spirit will recognize the peace that follows obedience. Trust the whisper, not the noise. Follow the peace, not the pressure. Honor your inner knowing above all else. The sixth shield, embracing solitude without losing heart. There is an undeniable loneliness that comes with being chosen. You will feel it most when you dare to grow beyond familiar circles, when you answer calls others cannot hear, when your heart breaks for a world content to stay asleep. Solitude is not a punishment, it is preparation. It is in solitude that the great ones are forged. Moses met God in the wilderness. Elijah heard the whisper on the mountaintop, not in the crowd. Even Christ spent 40 days alone before beginning his public mission. If you are walking through a season of isolation, do not despair. You are not forgotten, you are being formed. You are shedding old skins, releasing attachments, building spiritual muscles you will need for battles ahead. I can personally attest. My loneliest season became the foundation for my most impactful years. In the silence, I found clarity. In the emptiness, I found fullness. And in the loneliness, I found unwavering strength. Cherish your solitude. Let it carve wisdom into your bones. Let it teach you to need no audience, no applause, no external validation. The seventh shield, radical authenticity. The world will try to mold you into something palatable, profitable, predictable. But as a chosen one, your authenticity is non-negotiable. You were not called to conform, you were called to transform. Your difference is not your defect, it is your design. Authenticity is your armor. When you are true to your spirit, no accusation can penetrate, no rejection can derail you, no counterfeit can replace you. I have witnessed it over and over. Those who betray their authenticity for approval always end up hollow, chasing the next validation to fill an ever-widening void. But those who dare to be true, even when misunderstood, even when mocked, they carry a fire that no storm can extinguish. Stay true to your essence. Speak even when your voice shakes. Shine even when others dim their light. Walk even when the path is lonely. You are not here to blend in. You are here to blaze trails for others who have forgotten their way home. The covenant of the chosen one. You did not choose this path because it was easy. It chose you because you were built for it. There will be days when you question your strength, when you wonder if the cost is too high. But remember, every tear, every lonely night, every battle unseen by human eyes is being woven into a destiny far greater than you can currently imagine. You are being sculpted into a vessel that carries light into dark places, hope into despairing hearts, truth into a world drowning in lies. And though you may often feel alone, you are part of an ancient lineage, a sacred remnant that has carried wisdom through fire, persecution, exile, and betrayal. You are not weak, you are being weaponized for good. You are not lost, you are being led. You are not broken, you are being rebuilt stronger. The world may never fully understand you, but heaven recognizes its own. You, dear soul, are a chosen one. Walk worthy of the calling that rests on you like a mantle of fire. If these words have stirred something deep within you, it's not by accident. You are part of a greater awakening, a rising generation of souls who refuse to live asleep. If you found value in this message, please like this video to help it reach more chosen ones who need to hear it. Leave a comment and share your own journey. We are stronger when we walk together. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you never miss a word meant to ignite your spirit and strengthen your path. Together, let's keep building community where light meets light and souls awaken to their highest calling. Stay grounded, stay radiant, stay true. Your journey matters and the best is yet to come.